Okay, so my fabric arrived. First initial questions. Why are there candles in the background? Why are you in your room? Morning day as it used to. All jokes aside, besides the very sensual nature of this, I ordered my fabrics in and they arrived like really quickly. I think this is because of the expedited shipping, but hello, editor's note. I don't know where the rest of the clip went. I did an unboxing. I got a wool suiting, a bull denim, and a Ain't Oz, which is quite light, but I wanted to wax it. I wanted to reinforce it with like over dyeing, so it's gonna stiffen up eventually. A cotton, calico, and then I'm pretty sure I got another cotton. I can't remember, white and black, but I digress. Oh, also from the fabric store, the physical store that I visited, because I got most of my fabrics online because it's cheaper to get from Backstreet Bargains. I highly recommend them if you're New Zealand. I got this kind of crinkled PVA silk, which you'll be seeing me next video making a skirt out of it. I'm throwing it back to pass me. I don't know where the rest of my clips went, but pretty much I'm just continuing on with the process of making, so see you guys soon.
And usually if it's heavy, it does take them a bit of time because it's straight. If I can get an idea of how many need us to arrange, and I can
This blazer has been kicking my ass. It's not fun anymore. This is the part on social media that you don't see from fashion students, where it's the most menial changes to the side seams, to the shoulders, and it's just trying to get that perfect fit, because you're not going to be happy with your work until it's to that degree or that pedigree. Now I'm on my third day, a week and 3 days in. I've got 7 more weeks left, but I don't know, I'm stressing, bro. I just got my wool. I hope to start sewing tomorrow, but honestly, I'm gonna see how the day goes. This is my third toile, which is my third draft. You always do a draft, then you do your toiling, which is kind of the first samples that you'd make before you like finalize, because you just do your final changes. So I've been sewing that for the last week and a half. I have a good feeling. I have a good feeling about this one, to say the least. After that, I would like to do a pickups video, probably later, just to show what I've gotten. But in the meantime, y'all can watch me have some more breakdowns over B-roll. I apologize for not talking as much as I usually do. I'm sure you're happy with that. My voice is pretty moronic. I've been working in the suit for the last like 3 or so weeks. I started my skirt and also my top pattern, which I'm very happy with. I honestly am like pretty decently pacing myself. Still, the stress is there. And I also bought this new toner, the really popular one. I'm not gonna butcher pronouncing that, but I just got accepted into the bachelor program, which is like, I mean, in the least cocky way possible. I knew I was getting in because it was a 3rd year and I already talked to the head of school, but I need to celebrate semi. I actually bought this because I got some extra leftover money. I didn't end up going to listen in, so it was just a nice treat to myself, even though I should be saving, because I am going to surprise Japan in January. I'm solo traveling by myself, so I hope to record that while I'm like over there. It'll be good. It's nice. Anyway, I'll show you guys what I'm working on right now. Okay. pretty much for this, you place your fabric or the piece of your fabric, and this is called interfacing, which is fusible or fusing, and you iron this on. You can sew it on, but I like using the iron-on version. This pretty much, it stabilizes the suiting or whatever you're doing. You can use this on shirts, a wide variety of denims. Just put it on certain fabrics specifically because it's a little bit harder to sew without that. So it just kind of stabilizes it, makes it a lot more easy, and it kind of maintains that wear. Kind of just remains the longevity of the garment as a whole, because without it, it would kind of break apart, which is, it's nice wear, but I genuinely do recommend putting interfusing or facing, and it makes your life a lot easier when sewing. So yeah, we finished that blazer, bitch. Yeah, no, overall, I am genuinely so happy with this piece. It has taken, what, maybe 3 weeks in total, 2 weeks of patterning, and then 1 week of just complete make through. No, I think this is the process that's really important to see, because a lot of the times we actually don't see the people who are making our clothes. Not saying this is going to mass release or to the contemporary public, but a lot of the times when we say the word fashion designer now, especially on TikTok, everything is outsourced, and a lot of it isn't actually made through in their own countries, or a lot of these people, and that's not to discredit them at all. I think we've had amazing streetwear labels or labels who have just outsourced their products. As a whole, if you, I forget who said the quote, I think it might be Yoji, but it was, you do not want to be a fashion designer, you want the allure of it. Sorry, I might be misquoting him on that one. This entire process I wanted you guys to see, because it's the blood, sweat, and tears that goes into this, and the numerous late nights where I spent up just trying to figure out, how do I do this? Yes, but genuinely overall, I think it's a really important process to see, because again, we don't see the people making our clothes, and I think it just puts in perspective how much time and effort goes into this, and that's why I genuinely recommend people, look, fast fashion alternatives are great, but mindful consumption at the end of the day is probably one of the most important things I can preach or stress. This is the reality that, again, I acknowledge the industry I'm going into is volatile. It's not something that has job security a lot of the time. That's the risk I'm willing to take. That's the risk that I've acknowledged with my journey in this, in the least pretentious way possible. It's like, yo, I'm down for the entire starving artist stereotype. Yeah, no, genuinely, thank you so much for watching. I am going to be back maybe next 2 weeks. I will try and be consistent, but with the brand interviews on TikTok and then me trying to maintain upload schedules on there, it's a mess. I'm a mess up here, a mess over here. I'm a mess in my skin. My skin has been breaking out so bad recently. I tried to go and be nicer to myself, but it wasn't working. How do you cinematically walk off? I don't know how to do that. It is currently 5:35 a.m. in the morning, and I finished the third draft of this suit. I've been binging Yellow Jacket recently, season 1, because I kept on seeing that TikTok of cannibalism being used as a metaphor for love, and I'm like, I've come to the conclusion that not it being used as a metaphor for love for me, but if I crash on an island for the first like 4 months, I'm keeping completely sane, but like the 5-6 month mark, I'm turning like Lord of the Flies, Yellow Jackets, abandoning every abundance and rule of society, and just going like spear in hand, single leaf covering just my junk, you know what I mean? So yeah.